Lamborghini gets pulled over in Georgia for speeding.
Hello. How are you?
Doing all right.
How's it going?
How many of y'all gonna run by me that fast all day? All of y'all are flying.
I was doing the same speed as the red vehicle next to me.
You were going 89 and I checked you. I didn't check him. Got your license with you?
Yeah.
Y'all headed down to Miami too?
We are going
sir.
to Miami.
What's the coolest car you've pulled over all day?
Probably this one. Stopped the Audi at 107.
Did you arrest him?
No.
What are the rules? They're in Georgia still, right?
Yeah.
What are the
I mean,
rules?
You can post a bond on it. 30 over.
This is insurance, and this is registration.
Well, look.
Thank you, sir.
Slow down. Drive like you got some sense. I mean, everybody's seeing these cars. I mean, there's no missing them. Well, y'all drive safe.
We will.
Like I said.
This was another great video showing that not everything has to be enforcement. From my understanding, the backstory is there's a bunch of supercars driving through the states trying to get down to Miami. Obviously, when you got a bunch of supercars driving on the freeway, it's going to draw some attention, probably get a lot of phone calls. And hell, let's admit it, they look like they're speeding even when they're parked. This officer decided to use a little bit of discretion and show that Georgia isn't that bad of a state to go through. The part I want to point out is the interaction between the two. Both sides were respectful. The officer was trying to give out a little education, maybe a little preach, without being too preachy. But he didn't even run their names. He handed them their ID and their insurance right back to them. Now, to my officers out there, I don't suggest that you just hand their ID back without at least getting their name, because heaven forbid that this person complains later on that you scratched up their supercar and you don't even know who that person was. But I would have done the same thing this officer did. Do as I say, not as I do. And to the supercar drivers out there, hey man, I get it. I'd probably be doing the same thing. Just try to be safe, please. We can't stop you. I mean, we can stop you, but we can't prevent you from speeding. This is being the example. This is how you do better.